So we're talking about font first. Font is what we're typing, but font actually is a typefaces. What is typefaces? So when we're talking about letter A could be like this, letter A could be like this, letter A could be like this, or letter A could be like this. All of them are fonts, so that is letters. But what about size, folks? Size meaning how big is a letter, and what is a measurement unit for this? So we have measurement unit named point, pt, point. One point, 1 point is equal 1/72nd fraction of inch. So to make 1 inch letters like this, 1 inch, we need to have, so let's say this is letter I, we need to have 72 points for the size of the typefaces of the font. First question could be, I would like to make a banner, and the height of the letters in this banner, so it could be scroll like this, a big banner, right? I will make it visible like this, and that will be congratulation. What if I want to print it on a printer? How big letters must be in terms of points? So if I need 3 inch, I need to take 72 and multiply it by 3. So that will be 216 points. Easy to calculate. So that is about measurement unit of the font. Next question is very, very easy. What is the difference between landscape and portrait? These settings are in word processor. So when we're talking about height and we're talking about width, so in portrait, height is greater than width, but in landscape, it's different. Then, folks, when we insert header, we can insert header. This is in word processor, so when you insert header, that header will be in a margin area. Headers and footers, they will be in margin area. And all massive of pages will be containing this header. I recommend you to write down these notes, folks, because recorded thing is good, but when you made your own notes, that will be much better. Okay, what we use in word processor to substitute one or several instances of the word. So for example, you have document, I'll put this document, and in this document you have MEC, but you want to substitute MEC, Medgaris College, on BC, Brooklyn College. What we need to do, and folks, I will tell you that we have on the right side of the word processor, we have replace. Replace operation allows you to make all changes in entire document. Okay, I'd rather will make displayed the word processor. Let me do this. Alright, folks, now you can see word processor, right? Can you see word processor?
Yes.
Okay, so let me get some kind of text. I will take it from some document. Alright, now you can see this document. By the way, you can see this formula. 1 point is 1/72nd fraction of inch. Okay, then I would like to show you folks the where is find and replace. You can see on the right side, can you see it? Find and replace. So when I would like to go to highlight any word, for example, the word life, just double click. And then when I go to editing and I go for replace, you will see life replace with what? Replace with some other word. You will see it when you go to the word processor. Unfortunately, I don't know, you don't see this picture in your screen. All right, now you can see the camera and the screen, right? I'll go to the next question, folks. Next question: what you need to do to make this page to look like website, and what you need to do? You need to go to view. View is here, and you have few different modes of viewing. Read mode, print layout, meaning with wig. Print layout, it's what you see is what you get. And then web layout. If you go to web layout, that will be exactly like you see it in a browser. So this picture will be going like in a browser. So you can actually move it. To move this picture, for example. How to make picture movable, folks? They are stubborn, but you need to wrap text and make it tight. Tight, and then you will be able to move the picture. And this is not movable, so I'll go to wrap text tight, and then picture will be movable. Okay, next question, folks. What ribbon, what ribbon gives you access to the layout parameters? Layout meaning what can you do with margins and size. And this is folks layout ribbon. In this case, you will see um, size of the document. But in this case, you don't see size of the document because we made it visible like a website. But what we need to do, we need to go back to view and make it as a print layout. When you see it as a print layout, then in layout mode, you will see available size. Available size, and available size allows you to make printable area with um, any size that you want to. Okay, next question. Um, Definitely, folks, if you make document for the people uh, people with blindness or people with visual impairments, so you need to make font size bigger. So to change the size of characters, you need to change font size, because when you use a print, the printable parameters for the font will be exactly as we say measured in points. So you need to make point like more than 20, for example. Next question. If I need to use clip art or I need to use algorithm, where is it? And folks, this is in insert. Insert pictures, insert shapes. For example, I would like to insert shape, and I will make shape for the algorithm. And then I can immediately start typing inside. Then I can change the shape like this. Everything is done here to make algorithm available. Let me go insert another shape. Another shape will be conditional operation, and I will find out the conditional operation. Let me find it. It's here, and then I will make conditional operation. And this operation is if. Okay, so don't forget that in word processor, to make any pictures or any conditional things, algorithms, you need to uh, make insert ribbon active. Next question is very easy. If you're doing the chemical formula, I will try to make it here. Chemical formula or physical formula. So I will type it, for example, H2O. This is water, H2O. But 2 must be as index. So we need to highlight 2 and make it subscript, okay? But if we need mathematical formula, and that will be x square is equal 4, I need to make square using superscript, and superscript is here. So you can see it pretty well. Okay, next question, folks. What basic elements we have displayed in Microsoft Excel? Folks, you already did some Excel training exercises, and then definitely that will be a formula bar, because in Excel you place formula in a formula bar. Then you have non-printable grid. Non-printable grid. It looks like a table, but it will be invisible on a print. And then definitely we don't name pages in Excel. We name it worksheets, because it doesn't have a page number, it have a worksheet number and identification. So what we have, formula bar, non-printable grid, and worksheets. That is for Excel. Folks, formula that in Excel um, we'll use in Excel will show you how to use operation average. I will type it somewhere here. Despite its word processor, I will type the operation average. Question will be like this. You have a range of cells from A5 to K6. That is range of cells. How to use this range of cells in a formula bar? Folks, in a formula bar, this range of cells must be assigned as range. So we start formula in Excel with equal sign, and then we put, for example, average. Then we open bracket, and then we need to list these cells, starting with A5, then will be, A5, then it will be colon, and then that will be K6, and then close bracket. This operation is written correctly. Instead of average, it could be sum. For example, if we need to make it sum, let's make sum equal sign sum from A5 colon to K6 close bracket. All right, let's go further. Folks, in Excel, we have procedure named sort. If you go to Excel, you will find it. I think I will go to show you Excel. 1 second, I will share Excel with you. Okay, take a look. I need to sort different numbers. For example, 2, 6, 12, 7, 9, 1, 0. So I need to change the order of this. What you need to do, you need to highlight these numbers, these cells, and then you can go to sorting function. Sorting. Where's the sort? Let's see this. Editing. It's right here. Sort and filter. And you can see smallest to largest. When I go this, that you will see they will sort it from minimum to maximum. So that will be ascending sort, or largest to the smallest. And that is right here in home ribbon. Okay, so let's go further. Function average, folks. What is this actually? Function average. Average is when you calculate sum of certain numbers and then divide it by quantity of these numbers. For example, I can manually calculate all of these numbers, average. How to do this? I can go for first to calculate sum, that will be equal sign sum, open bracket, and then I will highlight all of this and close bracket. And then how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. and then I will make slash, which is divide by 7, and then check. So you can see the average. Instead of this, I can calculate average with a different way, like equal sign, average, open bracket, and I will calculate it this way, close bracket, and check. Something wrong, average, I made a mistake in operation, average. And you can see, folks, these two are absolutely the same, but one is calculated by Excel, another calculated by me. All right, I'll go for the next question. When we set up the formula in Excel, what we must use? Folks, in a formula, we use references of the cells. Then you can see the range of cells start with the reference cell I12, okay, and finish with I18. So address of the cell is a letter and number, meaning we use cell addresses references. Folks, to distribute a formula according to the few lines, we need to use a little tiny dot named uh, named fill handle. Fill handle. When you position your cursor into the fill handle, you can distribute uh, all of these values using the same formula. So fill handle. Folks, what's happened if you need to see print preview? Print preview, meaning will it fit to the paper or not? You need to go to File and then to go to Print. Print. When you see this picture, okay, you need to get back to your area. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to Excel, and then I will get back. To Excel, and then take a look. I don't believe, but you can see this little tiny dot line. Folks, we need to make our printable area a little tinier. How to make it? We can make it manually, meaning position the cursor on the top bar between letters and make it a little bit smaller. In this case, we can save space for that. But what we can do else, we can highlight our area like this, and then we can go to Format, and then use Auto Fit Column Width. Auto Fit column width. That will be automatically minimize the size of the columns. So now you can see dotted line and page will be inside of the printable area. Okay, let me go to other questions. All right, again, average operation. Average is a sum of elements and then divided by its quantity. To distribute formula across the lines, we need to use fill handle. Then, folks, to use printable area, we need to go for print preview. Folks, when we use operation sum, let me show you operation sum. In the formula, we have a range of cells. A range of cells actually easy to write. If I condition with this kind of range of cells, so you will see the first cell is cell C19 and the last one will be G24 when they filled. So you can use this in operation sum and average and other operation. Can we open picture in Microsoft Word. This is true false, folks. Can we open it? No, we cannot open. But instead of this, we can insert. We can insert. So please make a note that in Microsoft Word, we cannot open picture. We must insert it. Now, folks, how many various alignments we have in MS Word for the table? In Excel, we can see here 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 3 vertical alignments, and then 3 horizontal alignments. Horizontal alignments is left, central, and right. But in word processor, folks, we have one more. We have evenly distributed, even. So the shortcut is Control E. So in word processor, that will be 7. In Excel, that will be 6 different alignments. What is a combination of keys? Control C, Control V, Control X, Shift F3, Alt Tab, and so on. Folks, Control C, Control V, this is copy and paste, but all of them are actually shortcuts. So look at this, Control C, and I can copy, and then Control V, I will paste it here. You will see it. In Excel, this is different story. Okay. Now, a couple of questions about computer hardware. Again, you need to note this. Definitely, I will put my notes recorded, but you need to make yours. BIOS, folks, basic input-output system. Basic input-output system. You need to go to the previous lecture and printed materials to refresh your memory. BIOS is a specific program that needs to start computer because computer doesn't have information or program how to start. FTP, folks, is a protocol. Protocol is a program that help computer to function online to a computer station that actually functioning online. And this is file transfer protocol. File transfer protocol is a protocol that allows to send and receive files. Device driver. What is device driver, folks? All hardware of the computer must be supplied with device driver. Why this? Because all of this hardware speaking their own languages. Device driver of the printer speaking about paper, speaking about fonts. Device driver of the keyboard talking about how many times you repeat the key and so on. So they all need to translate their own language into the language of operating system. So device driver is small program that actually make functioning as a translator for operating system. POST, P-O-S-T. POST is a power on self-test. Power on self-test. POST. What is this? This is the first program that's running on any computer when computer actually starting. Operating system, folks. Operating system is a residential program that provide user interface and provide all operations between all the part of the computer. So this is main artificial intelligence of the computer operating system. In next question, you need to learn the big units of the information. So we know that kilobyte, kilo meaning thousand, mega meaning million, megabyte, gigabyte meaning a trillion, no, billion gigabyte, terabyte is trillion, and petabyte is quadrillion. Go and try to learn it. By the way, folks, nobody can control you what you're gonna do with a Google when you're answering questions of the final exams. So you can use your computer, whatever and whenever you need. The same is small units. So centi, milli, micro, nano, and pico. You need to go and figure out what these units are meaning. You can use Google for that or need to use our records. Folks, logical operation. Logical operation. Conjunction. Remember conjunction? It's logical end. Logical end. Meaning, when I have um, when I have money and I need the car, I need to go and buy a car. Conjunction looks like this. Let me put it here. Control C, and I'll try to put conjunction into the Excel. A record for conjunction. Folks, disjunction. Operation or. Operation or. When you have a freedom to go to the doctors, you can go to Dr. A or Dr. B. And the operation in the record looks like this. And operation negation. Negation, folks, is when you say no. When you say no, it looks like this. Negation looks like this. Let me make it bigger so you will see it. First is conjunction, this is disjunction, and this is negation. Question will be asked about different shortcuts, folks. You need to, by the way, to go to the real program, position your cursor, and when you position your cursor, you will see the alignment and different shortcuts. For example, bold, right? Look at this. I position near bold and I see Control B. When I go for italic, that will be Control I. So you need to learn what is Control C, Control B, Control U, Control K, by the way, and Control J. That is in word processor. You need to use the real word processor for that. Folks, when you delete the entire worksheet in Excel, you cannot recover it unless you saved it before. So you cannot undo deletion of the worksheet. Question, can we copy the data of Excel like this and place it into word processor? Let's go to try. Copy it into word processor. Yes, it is possible, and in word processor that will be table, the same table, but you cannot make operations in word processor like in Excel. It will be just display. Folks, when you use charts in Excel, let me use chart now. For example, I will go for names of the items, and then I will go for uh, quality, like this. You see, I highlighted names and quality, and then I'll go to insert and recommended charts. I will go for these charts. I can make it much smaller so you will be able to see what I selected. But folks, I would like you to see the connection between charts and data. Look at this. I can go for any charts and go to insert data labels. When you insert data labels, you will see the value. So consider that here I can make data label, let's say 40. And when I click somewhere, you will see charts is change accordingly. So in Excel, the chart will be automatically updated. All right, now we need to remember, folks, couple of encoding. There is two encoding tables which are used in the computer science. So let me delete this chart. And one of the encoding system is ASCII code, and another one, folks, is Unicode. ASCII code used 1 byte per character. Unicode used bytes per character. Number of symbols in ASCII code, this is 2 in a power of 8 because byte is 8-bit. So I will go for, oh, I cannot use this here. There is no such function. So let me go to word processor. Okay, this is website, but I need to type how many symbols in ASCII code. So for ASCII code, we need to take 2 and find the power of 8. So that will look like this. 2 in the power of 8 will be equal. I need to put equal in normal position. 256. And I will make a different font so you will see it better. All right. But folks, in Unicode, we have different position. In Unicode, that will be 2 in the power of 16. Why 16? Because, folks, 16 is number of bit for Unicode. So I can highlight 16, make it like a power, and that will be approximately 65,000. So Unicode is much better. All right, let's go further. Question like this. Computer performed with program that is 1 gigahertz. 1 gigahertz. 1 gigahertz. So this is how many operations per second computer perform. Question. What is the time frame for one operation? So what we need to do, if we have 1 gigahertz, we need to put how many operations that will be. That will be 1 multiply 10 in the power of 9. That is gigahertz. So this is number of operations. To calculate how many seconds it spent for one operation, we need to go and take 1 second, divide by these numbers, and then that will be 10 in the power of minus 9. 10 in the power of minus 9. So that will be nanosecond. That is quite difficult question, folks, but you need to know mathematics a little bit. Few questions about computer content. What is abbreviation of DVD-RW? Folks, DVD-RW is rewritable DVD, digital video disc. So we use it as DVD-ROM. Printer is laser output or ink output. Microphone is input device. Input my voice through the microphone. Touch screen, both input and output device, because you can see on touch screen and you can write on the touch screen. Mouse is a pointing device, so that is input device. Folks, question. What is greater, 101 binary or 110? So we need to convert it to decimal. So that will be 5 and that will be 6. How to convert? I will show you, folks. I did show you in a lecture, so you can go. We need to put positions on the top. I cannot do this now, this sample. Folks, is it true or false? Do we really need to re-enter the formula when we use next line to apply this formula for the next row in Excel? No, definitely we don't need to. We don't need to, because in Excel we use field handle. Let's go for operating systems. What is out of the list? Windows, Excel, Linux, Android, and Macintosh operating system. Definitely Excel, folks, because the operating systems are listed. Macintosh, Linux, Android, and Windows, they're all operating systems. But Excel is application, it is program. Now, we have a list of items: Word, Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel, and then we have microphone. What is out of the list? Definitely microphone, because this is a hardware and everything else is software. One question: what is the difference between browser and search engine? Folks, browser is located on your computer, on your personal computer inside. So you can use this browser. It could be Chrome, it could be Firefox, Mozilla, it could be um, Opera or Safari. That is freeware that allows you to connect into the internet and to World Wide Web. But search engine is a program that's sitting on a server. It belongs to whoever owns this server, to owner of this server, and they will just give you opportunity to use this server to ask questions. So this is search engine. I can say the search engine, folks, is Google. Search engine is Yahoo. Search engine is Bing. But browsers are already listed. Abbreviations, folks, abbreviation. MP is microprocessor. SMTP, SMTP. Let me type it down. MP, microprocessor. SMTP. This is small mail transfer protocol. This protocol that used to get your email. Then folks will go for HTTP. HTTP is protocol that belongs to World Wide Web. That is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which actually allows you to read hypertext, to watch pictures, to hear the music, and so on. What about FTP? This is File Transfer Protocol that allows you to download files. Folks, the items that used for informational system, I will see it here. Look at these items: people, procedures, internet, data, software. People. Do we need people for information system? Definitely we need, because it's made for people, it's done by people, and it's used by people. Procedures. Folks, to search a certain amount of information, is that procedure? Yes. To print the document that you need for something, is that procedure? Yes. Data and information, definitely needed. Software, yes, we need for computer information system. Do we really need internet? No, we do not need internet. It's useful, but we do not need internet for informational systems. It's good to have it, but we can do without internet. Folks, we have intelligent computers that work online when we have internet. This is communication system that really has distributed intelligence. So what made it intelligent and I will tell you the program that's sitting inside of each computer. And that program is protocol. And the main protocol for communication is TCP/IP. This is main protocol TCP/IP, folks, because transmission control protocol and internet protocol gives these internet computers, opportunity to understand each other and to distribute the packages for commutation. The protocol that, folks, gives the opportunity for www, which is World Wide Web. What is the difference between internet and World Wide Web? That World Wide Web is the second um, store that's sitting on the skeleton of internet. So www, World Wide Web, is a system of informational access that internet providing, and system of informational access that provided by communication protocols. So for www, we must have HTML language, and we must have HTTP as protocol. Folks, what is a logical variable? Logical variable. Logical variable, folks, is the variable that has binary value. For example, if I say A is binary, A is binary, or logical, or another name of A is Boolean. Boolean because bool is a great British mathematician who designed this. So this thing can have only two values, true or false. True or false. That is uh, logical value. So when you check logical logical operation in Excel, for example, you have, for example, equal sign and then operation if, right? And then you open bracket and you say if A is not A, let's say if X is greater or equal 5, 5, then that will be B5. B5 is number of cell, but you can put the absolute value. You can put the cell will be equal 10. If it's not greater, the cell will be equal 5, not 5, 4. And then you can close the operation if. So the condition of operation if x greater or equal 5 could be either 1 or 0, or true or false. If it's true, we choose the first one. If it's false, we choose the second. Can we use MS Word for positioning elements of web page? Yes, we can. Folks, the only one communication system that will be functioning um, during the nuclear warfare is internet, and because internet is supplied with non-destructible system of telecommunication. Okay, how to make a formula that will increase the price with the taxes. So let's say the price will be P, the taxes will be T. So what we need to do, and cost will be C. So C will be equal price plus price multiplied by taxes. I want you to remember this formula. Why this formula looks like this? Because the basic price is price for cost, but then you multiply price by amount of percentage that tax is. Let's put the value. For example, P is equal $100. Tax is equal 0.08. What is this? 8%. What is cost? Cost is equal 100 plus 100 multiplied by 0.08. That will be equal 108. Folks, I would like to remind you that communication computer, when it sends email to somebody from you, it doing a certain manipulation. So that will be these kind of operations. So what the computer doing? Computer that received your email will cut the document, split the document into multiple packets. We spoke about it a long time ago at the beginning of the semester, and then provide each packet with address information and send them randomly to the network computers. Then all these packages will be concentrated on the destination computer. Question. If you create your web page, can other people see this web page from your computer? Definitely no, because your
Yes,
computer.
Professor.
No, no, and no, because your computer not connected. It's not server. Other people online can see only what is connected, what is laying down on the server. So what you need to do if you create your website, you need to go and buy space on a server. And only in this case, that will be visible. All right, folks, that is quite all